And this dock is St Mary Overie dock, which was named after a convent that used to be here. And there is a story behind that, and it's worthy of a Monty Python sketch. But first of all, let's just take in the view. There we go, got the Thames. Tide's obviously out. Ducks are, seagulls are enjoying being by the waterline. Okay, so as I said, this is St Mary Overie dock. And how does it get that name? Well, there was once a very miserly, skinflint man who owned a ferry business from this side of the river to the other side. And remember, this was a time when there was only one bridge across the river, and that was London Bridge that we spoke about earlier in the first video. So this miserly ferryman, he had a very good business, obviously got quite wealthy, and he had a daughter. So as he was getting older, and he for some reason took it into his head, he wanted to see what would happen whenever he died, and how people, I suppose, would celebrate his life or remember him. So he went about pretending to be dead, and all the servants and everybody else held a huge big party, which absolutely drove him nuts. He was livid. There was him lying there under a sheet. Nobody's paying their respects. They're all, drinking and wenching and, eating all the food, and everybody's having a great time on his money. So he then decides to, get up and admonish the servants and everybody else. And he rises up from under the sheet, at which point everybody who's been partying, obviously half drunk, think he's risen from the dead, and somebody gives him a clump or something, and this time he really is dead. Meanwhile, his daughter has sent word to her boyfriend, who is across the river, and said to him, "Look, my father's died, I've been left, with this business and money and everything else. Come over and we'll sort of get married." So the boyfriend, in his haste, he's thinking, not only have I got the girl, but I've got all the money as well, because what's hers is his. He comes racing over London Bridge on his horse. The horse, I believe, threw a shoe. He went flying and he died. So the upshot of it all was that the daughter decided that maybe God was trying to tell her something, and she took the money and she set up a convent here on the side of the river called St Mary Overie.